And even right here, there's a house, there's a house, there's a house and a business, okay? Those people that drive those flashy light work trucks, the 1 tons, okay, all they did was there's a trail about 50 meters ahead right there. They just sit there and stare at us, or they go back and forth and dust us. Two big 1-ton 3,500 and maybe 1 1/4 4,500. Big old box truck. So even out here, we've only been out here a couple hours. We're just getting away from everybody in Dayton. Okay, so we drove 26 miles. We got followed by a DOT, Department of Transportation truck, and a 20-year-old white SUV, and they stayed in almost like a formation. They didn't get over, they didn't move, you know, they didn't speed up, they didn't slow down, all the way out here, okay? So you can see where we're at, and even way out here, people that have big old box trucks, they act like us sitting on the side of a dirt road that's at the edge of town anyway. They still got to pull their bullshit. And that's not counting some of the locals too. And just like in Parker, remember I showed you some idiot coming up on an adventure bike? Guess what happened here? Same fucking thing, almost 1,000 miles away. Okay, so you can see how sparse it is out here, and we've just been getting dusted back and forth about every 30 minutes. We've only been here maybe 3-4 hours, okay? That's the highway way out there. All right, and so people still go out of their way to bother us, whether they work up here or not, or live up here or not. We've still had 2 of the box trucks go down and back 3-4 times, sit there and stare at us, a Jeep, the adventure bike, a couple other randoms. Okay, that's just what people do now. They won't, you know, nobody can find kidnapped children. No one can find, you know, relatives that are, you know, maybe they can talk and move, but they are vulnerable because they're almost 100 years old, and this is how the country acts. Okay? Now, obviously, right now it's nice and quiet, but look where we're at. And we drove 30 minutes this morning to get here almost first thing. You know, try to wait a little bit till all the 8 o'clock crowds in their cubicles and their shops. You can see people just stopping down there for no reason to, if you look real close. See? It's the same thing in Joshua Tree. We'd be way out in the middle of fucking nowhere. See, just stop for nothing. There's no stop sign down there like that. There is a stop sign, but it ain't right there. Okay, so shit like that happens to us all over the country. Okay, and people in the current administration step down from platforms that would end this bullshit, and instead they ramped it up. Okay, and you can't tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, because not only were my parents and my grandparents' generation contractors of some sort over the years for aerospace, but I was in communications, and all this stuff now is connected. Okay, so you've got 3 and 4 generations of knowledge, and those people worked for a satellite GPS contractor, okay, that's still in business. Okay, so I'm not showing, obviously right now it's quiet, but we've only been here 3-4 hours, and you can see there's nothing out here. There's no reason to bother us. But they will get about 25-50 meters away, like right where the road goes, this little trail ends and goes off the road. They'll just sit at the end of that and stare. Okay, we're not on anyone's property. You can see their business is over there and it ends over there. Okay, that's how fucking stupid people are. They'll waste local, you know, city, county, state, and federal taxpayer dollars on a harassment campaign. It's just a frivolous, quote-unquote intelligence operation. This is what Snowden and all his people got thrown in jail for or taken to court for. Everything that's happening to me and other people like this, this is what they were warning about. Okay, is the things I show you on here. See, again, obviously there's no traffic right now, but I can peek out. I don't even have windows on this fucking trailer, and I can just crack my door open and see people sitting, you know, 50, 75 feet away, 100 feet away, whatever, 50 meters. Okay, we don't have loudspeakers. Our generator doesn't work, again, because people won't keep their fucking hands to themselves, and they've been passing messages to do this across the country, so obviously it is gang related, but I'm not a gang and I'm not law enforcement, so they're fucking stupid. Everybody that does it is an idiot for one reason or another, okay? But we're not making excessive noise, we're not burning anything, we're not shooting anything, And even if I had my little remote control truck out here or shooting the pellet gun, who are we bothering? You know, this is literally where you come to get away from people, and they'll sit 50 yards from you and they work or do some kind of business at that water tower. Okay, just those two people have been the biggest offenders. Okay, but again, an adventure bike, and you can see someone just sitting down there right now. Okay, that's everywhere we go. There was someone sitting polar opposite of where we're at, like maybe 50 meters in, right about there when we pulled up, and as soon as we passed them, they left. I mean, they literally just sit here and wait for people around the country. I've been showing you. You can't tell me that doesn't happen. Starlink, satellite, GPS. Everybody's had a fucking cell phone since 2000, 2001. Okay, so even way out here, and I think we're in, what is it, Silver Spring? Okay. Go drive through Stagecoach. Can't even stop at the little mini mart there because they have people. They literally have people sitting 3 feet from the door smoking and drinking liquor that are just townies. And when you go in that door, they're in the way. And when you come out that door, they're in the way drinking and smoking, which I'm pretty sure that used to be illegal. And then they'll follow you. They're on foot. They're all busted up and drunk and dingy and dirty at 9 in the morning buying alcohol, and then they're walking behind you. That's Stagecoach, and this is Silver Spring. I mean, everywhere we go, just the biggest pieces of shit in the area try to start a problem, and then, I'm not even from here. I don't know why you're fucking 6 inches behind my truck. Remember when it was 6 feet and you'd get in trouble? These motherfuckers brush up against you everywhere in the country. Okay? So, this is not America. I don't know what y'all are experiencing, but this is not America. I've been to third world countries, and they don't act like this. Okay? So again, you can see where we've just stopped for a couple hours, and that's civilization out there. That big old batch of trees. Okay? You can see where we're at, and we still, people that do and do not work or live up here will come and fucking, you can hear them. And then you'll see a big old cloud of dust, and then they'll come back 5 minutes later. Okay? So that's what, I guess that's what blue states do. So, we want to help all these people from second and third world countries, but if you don't work with us and you don't think just like we do, we're going to treat you like shit, and we're going to break into your house, and we're going to break into your vehicle, and we're going to break into your RV, we're going to step on your dog, and we're going to try to poison her food and her water, and we're going to attack you on the street. I mean, I've only been showing it to you. Every state it happens in, man. Mississippi, Arizona, California, and Nevada are the worst states so far. And Colorado's right behind them. Okay? Where you'll have altercations where people are trying to literally start a fight over a place like this that's under a fucking bridge where there's used condoms and people go out there to smoke and do drugs and, you know, or they're homeless. That's their fire pit like I showed you. They'll walk straight right by your fucking vehicle and shit and tell you that you don't own it. And it's like, yeah, take your wife and your kid through that's the dirtiest place in the park, but because we're over here, you want to try and start shit. That's literally a job, guys. I can't stress it enough. That means a lot of fucking people are trying to fucking take you down. It means you know something or somebody's lying. Either way, that's corporate targeting, okay? So for the last 62 months, I've shown you in all lower 48 states that we are targeted by the trash on the street, by certain first responders in certain cities and counties and states, by the strong, independent female managers that don't really do anything but will make it their business to walk out of the store and walk towards your vehicle in the parking lot just because. And then someone else will cut you off and take the spot you were circling for and stand and get out of their truck and just mean mug you. Okay? That happened in Sedona, Arizona. Okay? Kroger stores, Kroger, a German name. Weird how they're implementing a fucking SS style behavior at their workplace through their employees. See that fucking, they're just sitting there with their lights on us? Okay. So you can see this happens everywhere in the country, guys. This is how stupid people are. Look where we're at, and they'll make it a point to go where we're at and just sit close or far, but let you know that they're looking at you. That's how dumb these people are. Okay? Everyone that does this program is, for the most part, a fucking moron that doesn't have a job or an education, or they've ruined their life so bad that now they have to ruin other people's lives just to fucking stay afloat. Oh, when they notice your light's on them, look, time to go. See? Once they see that you're recording them, they usually back the fuck off. Okay? So we'll stop there, but that's what we've been seeing, and then people fucking dusting us every 30 minutes or so, back and forth for about 4 hours. For what? This is literally horse country. Look, that's it. Okay? So that's the whole state of Nevada treats us like that, whether we're in Reno or we're in a town of a couple hundred or 1,000. Everywhere in the country's like that. But these are supposed to be liberal states, guys. California, Oregon, Washington, and Nevada. Those are supposed to be blue states, and they're the biggest assholes out of everyone. Everyone's an asshole right now, but the blue states are the worst. That doesn't make any sense. You're supposed to be the more compassionate left-leaning. They're literally harassing someone who's disabled past the point of they can only work for private businesses, okay? No more corporations for me. So I can start a small business and work part-time, and that's it, you know? Or go to a mom and pop grocery store or a mechanic shop or a detail shop, and these people make it their business to send 3, 4, 5, 6 cars to a campsite, to an empty road, everywhere we go. That's how you know it's government-backed, and it is contracting, because it's just endless money. Those adventure bikes that these people pretend to ride by, right here. We were in Parker, boom, there's an adventure bike, 8 on the dot in the morning. Here we are several months later, several hundred miles north, boom, there's another one. And we had not even an hour had passed. So those adventure bikes are like $20,000. Your suit's $1,000, you know, your boots, your helmet, okay? So that's what this country is really about. And it's been stressing. My dog's a trained, she's an alert dog. I got her at 2.5 years old. Okay, there's days where she is ineffective because they torture us. Okay, this is a torture program, and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and everybody all the way down to the lowest person in their administration is complicit. Okay? And if you watch the people in the background during Joe Biden's speeches, those people are complicit too. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? Look, there's a U-turn going. Okay? Everywhere we go in the country, guys, they make it their business to do this to us. Okay?